so incredible about this machine is that this month, 100 years to the day, Mikhail is going to fly this very aircraft you can see across the channel. As Louis Blériot did in 1909, and he's going to start off from Calais, land in Dover. And what's very interesting is 100 years ago, the original Blériot, which landed, Louis Blériot, who landed this aircraft in Dover, and the aircraft was then taken, it was a rather heavy landing, and the aircraft was then taken to Selfridges, where it stood, and the chap who owned Selfridges at the time, I don't think it was the Weston family, but it could have been the Selfridges themselves back then. They did a deal with the Daily Mail, who had all the rights to Blériot because they sponsored it. And they did a deal where they'd give £200 to a local children's hospital, and they're allowed to keep this Blériot in Selfridges for 3 days. First day they had 20,000 people come through just to see the aircraft. The second day they had 40,000, and the third day they had 80,000. They kept the doors open until midnight. So the 25th, no hands now. 25th of July this month, Mikhail's going to do the same again, cross the channel. And then this very aircraft, you can see, is going to be in Selfridges for a few days. So if you want to get up close to it, it's going to be quite a special place to see it. And this is all happening thanks to the Bremen Watch Company, who, helping this finance this project across the channel. But very, very special indeed. And this aircraft is pretty much all rudder and tailplane. There's no ailerons on it, as you can see. So the way he's flying it is pretty much all rudder, though if he does move the control column from side to side, it actually distorts the wing itself and bends it. I will often ask him how, what sort of tolerances weather-wise do you need to fly this machine, and I think it's just tricky when it gets gusty, so but I think up to 16 knots of wind is fine as long as it's fairly constant. But I wouldn't like to come and approach the cliffs of Dover in this thing, so he's a very admirable man, and he's got a gorgeous wife called Gunilla who helps push the aircraft around, polish it, and manage everything else for him. So it's quite a Swedish team we have here.
The Blériot Legends is quite important in terms of aviation, generally speaking, apart from Louis Blériot's flight from Calais to Dover, because this is the aircraft which was so well designed that everybody started copying it. For instance, Clyde Cessna in America saw one in New York, which was in a show, and Cessna was so fascinated by it that he built his first aircraft, which was nothing but a replica of the Blériot 11. Without having the plans, he just designed something which looked like the Blériot 11. Which engine does it have?
This is a gnome engine, 40 horsepower, I think. So
it's a rotary.
Yeah, so the whole engine turns around, not just the propeller. Yeah. So incredible thing to watch. So it's slightly more powerful than the Enzani in 1909, but this engine came out a month after, which changed a lot, I think.
Louis Blériot was completely broke when he crossed the channel. He had spent all his money. In fact, in his daily life, he was making lighting equipment for cars. And he was based in the Avenue de la Grande Armée, near the Arc de Triomphe in Paris. And he had spent all his money in trying to fly safely and fly fast and fly far. And he also had spent all his wife's money. His wife's family had some money. And
I think most pilots do that.
I'm going to say, this is a very familiar story, isn't it?
Yeah.
You spent all your money, spent all your wife's money, and yet you're still flying.
You know the